Hey everybody, it's Ricky Rolando here, back with another video. This is going to be another dream journal. I called it Telshor Lake. So in my city, I have this road called Telshor, and it's like one of our few big main roads that takes you to like other roads throughout the city. It's kind of like how a lot of like big or small cities have like their big main roads that kind of take you to their smaller roads. But we have Telshor and then a few others, and Telshor is the one that I live closest to. So we're driving down Telshor, my girlfriend, a few other people, and I, and then Cleveland and Loretta from Family Guy happen to be in the car with us. But it's like human versions of them in the dream. So yeah, we're driving with Cleveland, Loretta, my girlfriend, and a few other people, and we stop at this little convenience store because, like I said, we're going to Lake Telshor, which is a lake that doesn't exist in my town. In the dream, it was just made up. It's funny because there's like signs in the dream that say like Lake Telshor that way, but in real life, we don't have a Lake Telshor in my city. We used to have a Burns Lake, but that lake dried up, so now there's nothing lake-wise. And so yeah, we're driving. We stopped at this little convenience store, and in front of the convenience store, there's this big, huge lizard, like big old size, and he's got this tiny little head that's all flat, like a weird flat head, kind of like a hammerhead shark or something. And he's this big old lizard just chilling in front of the convenience store's like entrance. So we're walking up to the convenience store, about to go inside, and then obviously we notice the lizard. So we're looking at it, and we decide we're gonna take a picture of it. So we come up to it with our phones, like trying to take a picture of it. And if you've ever chased a lizard before, you know it's like usually pretty hard to catch one, because they see you and they just bolt as soon as they see you. So this one didn't do that. He was just chilling. He was like a big old iguana that you see at like a pet store or something, just chilling, like minding his own business. And so we go up there. We're about to take a picture of him. We notice that it's got more than two eyes. It's got like it's two normal eyes on the side of its head, and then right next to its mouth, which, like I said, his head's flat, so his mouth is pretty flat. He's got two more sets of eyes. My dog's coming up the stairs. And so yeah, he's got two more sets of eyes, so six eyes total. He has two normal ones, and then two more on each side of his mouth. And so watch, here he comes. We got a bunch of junk in my room. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, we're going. We took pictures of the lizard. We got our stuff from the convenience store. We leave to the lake. So we're on the way to the lake, and in most lakes that I've been to, it's kind of like you go up a mountain, and then you start going down the mountain, and then somewhere down the mountain in the valley, there's a lake down at the bottom. So that was kind of how it was in the dream, which is funny because the only mountains we have in my city are that way outside of that window that's been shining, making the lighting all annoying. And they're kind of far away, and there's no lakes in them. They're not that far away, but there's no lakes. There's little like creeks and stuff, but no lakes. So in this dream, we go to this random, non-existent like hill type mountain thing. We drive up it. We get to the part where the lake is, and the path to the like beach part of the lake is like this long, windy dirt road that just goes down the hill. And as we're going down that hill, we see all these people on motorcycles, but they're on like those little pit bike motorcycles that are small. So in my city, those have been becoming real popular. They're like these little 125cc like small bikes. I think that Honda makes one called the Grom. It's kind of like those types of bikes, if you know what I'm talking about. And there's this big old fat lady, like not just a big girl, like a fat lady, like she's overweight, riding on one of those Groms, and she's going down this mountain way too fast on this dirt windy road. And on motorcycles or bikes, most people know that if you go too fast and try to take a turn, the back wheel skids out, or the front wheel skids down. You just slide out basically and fall and crash. But this lady wasn't crashing. She was like whipping the turns, just making every single one of them, all overweight and like barely even fitting on the bike. And somebody in the car was like, "Wow, that's impressive. Like, how is she even doing that?" And I don't know, I just thought it was crazy because she was doing it. But we get to the bottom of this windy road, and it just spits you out right at the edge of the lake. And it's like there's a guardrail as you get close to the edge of the lake, but then it just spits you out, and then you either drive into the lake or you back up because there's nowhere to park. It doesn't take you to any of the beaches, and there's no way to get off of it. So it's like it's just dumb. It's like a pointless pathway to the bottom of the lake. I don't know. So we back up, and we go back up the hill to try to find like a part where the beach is actually there. At the bottom of that pathway, there was beach next to it, but there was like walls on the sides of the pathway, so you couldn't get onto the beach unless you parked your car there and got out. And I climbed around them and went to the beach and set your stuff up. So we decided to drive back up and then go find a different spot. So we're back up the hill, and from the top of the hill you can see Cleveland and Loretta, and they got out of the car at some point, which never happened in the dream. We didn't see them get out, but they're at the bottom, right next to the edge of that path that we just left from, like as if they got out and went to the beach. And so they're just sunbathing on their towel on the beach, and for somebody in the car was all like confused, like where did they go? How come they got out of the car? So they asked, they're like, why did Cleveland and Loretta go down there? And then somebody in the back seat, I don't even know who it was, they were like, oh, well, Cleveland and Loretta, you didn't know they just lost their kid to gang violence, which, I don't know, to me that was like kind of funny and kind of random, because it's like real stereotypical and kind of messed up in the dream. And so yeah, they lost their son to gang violence, and then I was like, dang, that's kind of sad, like poor family. And then some other dude in the back seat, who I know, and he's a really nice guy. He's like friendly to everybody, and he just talks to everybody, and he's really nice to everybody. I've never seen him be mean to anybody, and he's not racist at all. But then he says like, nah, fuck them, like that's their fault for letting their kid join the gang, like they're terrible parents, this and that, and he's just like being an asshole, like just like saying that basically their son deserved to die from gang violence. And I don't know, it was just kind of messed up in the dream, and then it's coming from a guy who I know in real life to be like extremely nice. So it's just like random. So yeah, they're chilling down there, and then we go and we're trying to find a new spot, and I don't remember if we ever found one or not, but that was pretty much the end of the dream. I just thought it was really random and funny. But anyways, I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching.